Thank you, Mr. Ting, for the remarkable presentation and discussion on the advantage of the smart machine and share valuable experiences. Meanwhile, Mr. Ting also highlighted the application of smart transportation, such as factory supplies reserve, to help the supplier's material moving from the warehouse to the destination. This arrangement can efficiently improve productive efficiency. At the same time, there's a main point of increasing efficiency, either the additional purchase or upgrades of the equipment. For example, the chemical bucket automation could help the handling of dangerous goods, increase the safety of the working environment. I believe everyone must add inspiring ideas. For the last session, it's our great pleasure to have Mr. Peter Peng, Director of Robotic Automation LOB, Delta Electronic, as our speaker, to share about the new opportunities for smart robotic automation system solutions sharing. Now, let's welcome Mr. Peng to introduce more about the topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Peter Pan from Data Electronics. Today, I'm very pleased and honored to have the chance to share with you about Delta Smart Robotic Automation System, which already installed and shared to the industry. Today, our agenda will cover three portions. Number one, we'll introduce to ladies and gentlemen about the Delta industrial automation situations. And then we will share the smart robotic automation system for industrial upgrading in order to much closer to the smart manufacturing. And last, we will provide you how to implement so-called cyber physics and the future of the smart manufacturing that we can use the simulation technology to enhance the production efficient and to prevent from the unnecessary waste. First of all, about our Delta industrial automation. And at the beginning, we would like to present you our mission. Through our advanced automation technology with value-added innovation, and we can elevate our living environment for all the humankind. And as you all might know, it's not so easy to cover the whole range, but Delta to do the several tens of years effort and to cover from the bottom to the upper side. As you can see from this slide, we will cover as much as possible based on our existing cover. For example, for the system equipment portions, we have already provided all kinds of industrial automation modules, components, subsystems, and of course, including robot system and smart machine. And all these machine, robot system, and related modules and component, we are also at the same time build up the Internet of Things that we can use our sensing capability, sensing key component, and hook up to the old factory control and to build up a smart internet, well-connected networking factories. And not only that, we can also connect our operating technology through internet operating technology together. Also, the information technology that can support us to integrate the commercial information together to the manufacturing information together and to do the data analysis and optimization. So that can really welcome and seamless connected to the future smart manufacturing. And not only the necessary technology from time to time and the product solution from time to time, our core competence that can make sure the smart manufacturing to be secure and ready from time to time can not only provide a good solution but support to our partners, our supply chain, our value chain, and our customers, partners, all together's value chain through our excellent design and our experienced team with the prompt response to the customer need. As we are working very hard based on our core competence to satisfy our customer. The customer satisfaction is the top, we said, top golden rule that we need to working for all the time to achieve. But through the design, we of course need to base on our manufacturing at the same time to keep the optimized cost efficient. And as I just mentioned, from the customer viewpoint, we of course need to support the customer to be success. So through our instant, real-time, and global service and solution support is very, very critical and important. Then we would like to share with you about our smart robotic automation system for industrial upgradings. In this portion, we will introduce our industrial robots and integrated robot workstation, or you can call solution, which can really fully understand customers' demand, customers' pain points, customers' problem that can help them and to make their investment to be worth. So based on our case sharing, hopefully can let everybody, when facing to the same problem, can share the solution together. So as we can understand and probably suffer a lot of challenges to our industry, to our society. For example, the production now is not anymore. One order can produce maybe more than several months, even 1 year. But now, maybe within 1 day, several different kinds of order need to be changed. So the small volume, large variety production really impacts a lot and cause the production investment hesitating. So how can we build up a small manufacturing production line in order to allow the new production style can be still survive and the manufacturer, the companies still willing and dared to invest and to keep the factory and the company efficient. And as just mentioned, the product cycle time is also another big challenge. The product cycle time much shorter is another issue need to be solved. And as you probably also recognize that the labor shortage and the society aging, the labor work and the birth rate declining situations, that makes difficult for people to work in the factory. So how to create and provide a friendly working environment in order to, at the same time, solving the impact from the aging and declining birth rate, and in order to build up a environmental sustainable society is what also Delta very, very careful and very, very precious for. So this is also why we are working very hard about the global manufacturing challenges in order to provide the suitable solutions to solve the problem, not only for our company, for the whole industrial and society, as to be a sustainable enterprise. So let's focus on the smart manufacturing trend and let's see if our related solution sharing meet with the trend. And I think that it's easy to know most of the giant countries are working very hard on these portions, particularly from Taiwan viewpoint, due to Taiwan mechanical industry used to have a very good achievement. So Taiwan, the 5+2, the first mission is to build up the smart machine in order for the smart manufacturing can be much more effective. And also the benefit for Taiwan's smart machine support by Delta Smart Manufacturing hopefully can work excellently to help not only big organizations but also small, medium-sized enterprises. And as you can see from this slide, the electronics industry brings automation and industrial robot demands a lot, and which also is a very core capability, core competence. Delta Electronics self has a lot of production sites belonging to electronics manufacturing industry. So we particularly can share display technology related, consumer electronic related, Internet of Things related, and automotive electronic related, based on our originally and now uh, hopefully efficient and flexible, combined with not only traditional robotics concept but advanced new sensor fusion technology into our robot system, medium, small size, much more human operation scope like robot solutions. As here you can see, we start from the Scar robot, and then right away with our six articulate robot. These two medium, small size robot we are working is much more closer to the human operating scope. Okay, it's our honor to share with you our Scholar robot. As you can learn from the Scholar is actually a selectable comprised robot arm that which can very much easier to comprise to the electronics, for example, application, the insertions that require compliance functions that can fit the electronic parts that is not so well organized, but still can successfully assembly completed with the PCB board. And how can we do that? Of course, we need to provide excellent repeatability, linearity, and verticality. And not only that, the sensor is all necessary with the sensor fusion with the visual system and so on. We can provide a multiple teaching method, and the intuitive teaching user interface is very important. And one of the very important point is Delta Scala Robot is different from others that we can provide electronics application and easy to use, and not only the standard 4 axis but also 3 to 5. And later we can introduce you how we can use Scala robot for electronics industry much more easier and much more cost effective and much more degree of freedom to fit for, as you can see, the following applications including insertion, screw driving, soldering, appearance inspections, and of course the precision assembly pick and place. And all these applications with the Scala robot really helpful to labor shortage nowadays to the electronic manufacturing industry because cost effective, because high cycle time and almost can catch up and much reduce the return of investment. And as you can see here, we have already built up from 400 millimeter, 600 millimeter, 800 millimeters. And also, as you can see from the right side here, we also create the application integrated solution robot, not just the general and the neutral, no application attached. We can provide the easy user interface for the system integrator to integrate the necessary domain application by themselves, but also if there is special requirement that we can provide not only the user interface, but also possibly parts integrated or parts separated due to Delta company is not supplying only the complete solution, but all the related parts we create and we support, we are open to share to our customers. That is also a very important value that we can contribute and help to our partners. And not only the Scholar for the different application scenario, the six articulated vertical articulated robot is another kind that used much helpful compared to Scholar, and which do have separated different own features that can help to the different kind of application scenario. As you can see, the formal Scholar robot can be used for the plane operation environment. But if for vertical operations and multi-degree of freedom and a lot of different angle approach, then that requires six-axis articulated robot. So for this portion, we also produce and provide. And what we are different from others is we do consider about the application and provide a holder wrist that can support to our system integrator easier to wire the application tools while through our holder wrist, and that can much extend the possible robot system approachable space, because we don't need to worry about the extra wiring outside of the robot arm and to limit it, to restrict the operation flexibility of the robot arm to the working space. And not only the 7 kilogram, but we also upgrade to 12 kilogram. And from the electronics, from the electronic related metal machining, and start to extend to more machine tending and more the heavier the workpiece handling, and including the possible machine work machining, for example, the grinding, deburning application, and which is not so easy. In old days, for such kind of work, the deployment time, the installation time takes a lot of time. And nowadays, we are going to introduce you later the cyber physics concept integrated with robotics, and to make the complicated work suddenly become very easy. And later, we introduce you our CAD that can use the CAD base and very easy to define the application contour that the robot system can just in several seconds automatically transfer and to operate the work. Okay, then for the solution considerations for the robot only and the robot peripheral and the robot work cell operations, then we can share with you about this articulated robot solutions, but it's an integrated solution, just as we just mentioned that we can integrate the CAD/CAM system that allowed our customer can not only import the CAD file, but also can design or modify the CAD in order for the workpiece can be much more efficient and much shorter engineering time from the design to the machine can reduce the time as much as possible. So for this case, we can even build up in the same integrated system connected to the factory manufacturing execution system, and to be able to download the manufacturing related information down to this machine tending and machine integrated work cell solutions together. And so as you can see here, it's much more efficient, used to require several different kind of group, including robot team, including CNC team, including machine and system integrators. Nowadays, our solution can provide such kind of solutions, which all already integrated, and the parameters, settings, the communications in between, the system architectures well organized, can save a lot of engineering time. That also meet with the Industrial 4.0 to reduce the install time, to reduce the deploying time, and even much shorter the commissioning time and to help the customer to reduce the investment as much as possible. And then we are going to speed up and to very quickly share with you as you can see here, the left-hand side, the 5-axis robot, we can almost provide to our partners less than 60% of the 6-axis vertical articulated robot's price, and to help the customer to achieve the 5 degree of freedoms applications that can save a lot of time. And at the same time, for some applications require special z-axis linearity, and these solutions can even better than 6-axis articulated robot. And also in the middle, we spend a lot of time and to help the traditional industry to upgrade to the smart manufacturing. And as you can understand, it's almost impossible for your partner, your customer to stop their production line in order to change to the smart production. So the conveyor tracking solutions with our flying trigger, flying capture on the fly by the vision system, and can automatically darken and interfacing onto the existing running traditional conveyor line. What does it mean? Still, so far, some of our customers' production line, front end, back end, still operating on the conveyor line. But when the labor work retired or have another choice or choice not to back to the production line, then our robot system can be seamlessly, inclusively accepted by our customer and can still help for the smart productions. And the right-hand side screw driving robot, as you can see, we are trying very hard to provide a customer to shorten the engineering time and also the one-stop solutions capable of monitoring and controlling screw driving situations. What is the big difference from Delta's several screw driving solutions? Normally, people can easily adopt all kinds of screw driver and attach to a robot, but they can almost very hard to detect the push down pressure and accurate enough. For example, for iPhone, for the mobile phone, some screw is less than 1.0 millimeter, even down to 0.8 millimeter. It's very tight and very easy to be broken. So we do need to provide much smarter sensor fusing solutions, and also at the same time can monitor the situation and to make sure the quality is secure, assured or not. If not, we can almost instantly recognize and stop the production and to make sure the work, the piece, the job done is acceptable, and to make sure there is no waste on the WIP. Okay, this just showing the 5-axis. So a lot of applications required z-axis vertical linearity, but also need to avoid for the components confliction. So as you can see, not only for the traditional production line, data robotics solution can also service for you, but for the different kind of screw driving between electronic manufacturing and also possibly larger diameter for some mechanical screw driving, some automobile related screw driving, data robotics can also service for you. And as you can see from the slide, there are different kind of power supply or mechanical parts screw driving, and also as you can see the right hand side, to combine the dual arm together for the dual screw drive at the same time is also what Delta Robotics can supply. So thanks to our partners that lots of our system integrators accumulating different kind of applications together with Delta Robotics design and application support team. We support to the consumer electronics, electronics, food, rubber, and plastics, and metal fabrication. As you can see from the button, the videos, a lot of side video that thanks to our partner and our customers sharing these informations that allow us to help more our precious esteemed customers. Okay, last and the most important is like to share with you about our simulation technology in order to not only enhance the production efficiency, but also to much more helpful to the pre-production and post-production as well. Later, I will explain to you why not only the production, but also pre and post. As you can see from this slide, originally we are using 2D static display to discuss with the customer and to present to the boss together with our system integrators and equipment makers to try to explain enough to the investor to invest the money for the production line. But actually, sometimes it's just not good enough. So from 2D to 3D and then to 3D dynamic display. And at the same time, we can check about the collision, that if there is collision, confliction between the robotics or any movable parts between the machine, between the robot, between the production line. And the most difficult, but the most differentiated feature is Delta Robotic Simulation Platform can provide you inside built-in CAD engine that allows you to design your machining parts together with our platform and no need to use another separate CAD. And at the same time, once we have the CAD engine built in, you don't need to back and forth between the CAD system to the robot simulation and robot design and robot language and deployment modification back and forth, costing a lot of time. But based on the single integrated platform, you can do the CAD design, you can modify your CAD design once you have programmed your robot language offline and then simulate it on the screen and check the automatic path generatings together with the application scenario to check if it is correct. If not, it's easy. You can directly modify on the screen of your platform and no need to back and forth to another system, which costs a lot of extra unnecessary time. So here we again emphasize you, we integrated the CAD, CAM, and virtual robot solution simulations together and to allow you to easily build up your system virtually. No need to wait until the machine build. Then virtually you can build your machine with our platform together with our robot and your machine and your parameters together. Then you can make sure if your solution system correct or not before you submit your drawing to the manufacturer to build up the machine for you. And then of course, when the parts have been assembled, the system have been built, what is another benefit we can support? Of course, for the related workpiece machining, machining contour, machining pace already being set up and testing together with the robot language already written and testing with the possible simulation CAD you already built. Then once your system built up, almost in very short time, maybe several hours or even minutes, that you can run the system and verify your system. And you can see here we have not only the large size mechanical parts, but also the optical parts application, like you can see here, because the optical parts is not so easy for the testing afterwards. But in advance, hopefully can confirm the process operation in advance. And there is many different kind of machining scenarios, not only for the robot to pick the tools to cut the parts, but also hopefully can hold the parts and to approach to the tools. And both such kind of way, especially the remote rotational tool center point functions that also can be provided from data to customers. So as you can see here, the parts can be rotated and attached to the cutting tools. So as we just mentioned, once the system built up, then you can compare in between. And what else? Not only when you build up the system easily, show time, and verify shortly, once the system keep running, and you can still feedback the real parameters, the real operating situation back to the virtual platform. The virtual platform can real time receiving the actual system's signals at the same time and compare the situation in between and allow the system keep continuing optimize the system that becomes the system much more autonomous and much more smart. Yes, and very quickly catch up again. And it's not only for the single machine, single arm, but much more complicated, including multi-arm simulations that can be done. And also conveyor trackings. As you can discover the real scenario situations require, our simulation platform would like to support you not to virtual viewpoint, but also the physical viewpoint, and hopefully can work together with you to achieve so-called cyber physics system that can fit for the future smart manufacturing demand. And as you can see here, we built in the CAT engine inside. So from zero, from the individual single component up to the system to the production line can be supported. And here also, usually very difficult to simulate, like the conveyor trackings, and also for the mobile robot system and to the production line. And we are enhancing our smart logistics functions under progressing, and now for small area movement all together. Hopefully, future can be much more enhanced, and not only for the robot solutions, but also for the smart factory as well, and to enhance the cyber physics function together. So, hope above sharing can have the chance to share with you. And furthermore, we would like to share with you what is the advantage of Delta's industrial robot can help you. And the reason for you to consider is, of course, Delta is not only robot supplier, but also all kinds of industrial automations, and not only for the hardware, but also for the software, including the machine interconnected, like the SCADA, like the we call the CIM solutions, DIA link, and also the smart factory operations software, including automatic material handling, logistics software, warehouse, the control software, and the complete manufacturing execution system as well. So one-stop solution, not only the robot, but the related smart manufacturing solutions for our customers, hopefully much more helpful and shorten the time in between to integrate it and reduce the troublesome to integrate different vendors together. And of course, the excellent product quality is one of the most important goal that we are working from the beginning till now. And of course, for the future, we will keep always to keep improving the best quality we can provide to our customer. And the direct real-time service is much more important because we are transferring not only the module, not only the system, but also the solution to our customer. So this is also why we mentioned before about our one press order, but the worldwide service system that we have each region local support power that can support the real worldwide real-time service to our customers. And last, we like to share you the most precious portions, our own internal successful experience adopting robot solution into our production line. We also leverage our own adopting experience to develop the customized, helpful, and satisfied products and solutions suitable for customers' application scenario as well. For example, the multi-angle 5-axis scatter to satisfy our own production line that our own production line owner always argue, please much more cost effective, please much more flexible. And of course, the sorting machine, including our intelligent calibration solution that allow our production line can switch the line in just maybe 5 to 10 seconds based on the calibrations. Even the soldering tip change daily can still pick up the can still recover the production line very quickly, and of course including the flexible feeding solutions that can allow for the robot system much easier to fit to all kinds of machine and the related peripherals together. And we like to present you our values of data solutions. Like you can see here, the abundant industrial know-how and successful cases, like we just mentioned to you, which have been validated to align with our smart manufacturing requirements, solutions, and the benefits. And of course, the extensive industrial experience to help customers to solve each different kind of pain points, and not only our need only, we also very pleased to make necessary customized system solution to help our customer to solve their pain points. And integrated solutions for immediate adoptions is also very important. The professional R&D, technical and sales and service teams for fast and reliable service and warranty based on not only one region, but a global distributed region to support the local trend. Nowadays, we need to have a global view, but need to have a localized instant real-time support as well. Integrated horizontal and vertical system for synergies. As you can see, from the system devices to manufacturing management, from the hardware operating technology to the information technology, data provides optimized consulting, technical, and integration service with data automation system implementation and integration technologies. At last, the solid consulting capabilities for customers' requirements. As you can see here, Delta support and supply not only the solid product solutions, but the invisible, sustainable, continual consultants always consider the view of the customer in order to make our customer success, provide comprehensive before and after services not only for the solution provider after service, including possible the we called diligent, we called accessories effort together with our customer based on our artificial intelligence on the cloud and software and data analysis continuously customer oriented to provide a reliable long-term partner. Yes, at last, Delta sincerely provide you and hope to support you from time to time the integrated software and hardware to easily build smart robotic workstation and to support your future and current necessary smart manufacturing. Above, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Peng, for the splendid presentation and sharing, as well as the breakthrough in smart production line solutions and business opportunities under the trend of machinery industry. Through innovation and wellness, Mr. Peng provides the experiences of the robotic automation system sharing, and to create a smarter and vision future in the meantime. Through the in-depth exchanges, I believe there are many ideas just like the humble sea waiting to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, after hearing so many insightful and in-depth discussions from our speakers, this webinar has come to an end. Today, we have 3 representatives from machinery field leaders to share their latest development and business opportunities in the smart manufacturing market. In response to the global trend of smart manufacturing, these world-leading manufacturers not only strive to meet the customer's needs, but also enhance the possibilities of smart automation system and industrial combinations. Once again, we thank the speakers for their remarkable speeches and thank everyone for your participation. We hope you find today's webinar informative and fruitful. And that brings us to the end of today's webinar. We hope you the best, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Goodbye.